Chamara D Hollingsworth, and I am the founder of Vision to Reality International. And Vision to Reality International is pretty much created to help entrepreneurs to find a balance between their personal and professional lives while attaining their goals. And what I've done is to separate out Dynamic Divas, which is catering to the females within the entrepreneurial world, as well as females outside of the entrepreneurial world, and touch on topics that pretty much prevent them from reaching their goals. So whatever reason you may find for not reaching any goal that you might have, we're going to be covering that over the next year or two by having these events every other month or so. And the first one being fear. And I find a lot of us females tend to have challenges when it comes to things that we need to do. Because we find ourselves afraid to take a step forward. How many people have had that experience? Me too, most definitely. And so can you talk a little bit about some of the fears that you might have had, or what fear means to you? Let's start with that. What is fear to you? I'd like to get some answers from you.
Paralyzation.
That's a very profound one for sure. Translation to that, right?
What's what we accept at 2 o'clock in the morning and you can't get back to the city?
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else to tell me what fear means to them?
Pain in your stomach, or anticipation, dread, feeling in your stomach.
Anxiety and that kind of stuff. Yeah. And these are feelings that we get anytime we start to think about things that we really want to do with our lives, but then we start saying, okay, no, I can't really do this thing because, hey, whatever reason you might find to fear. Okay? So I want to find out now from some of you how fear has impacted on your life. Let's say you had a particular goal in mind. How has fear impacted on your life?
Same thing of not moving,
Yeah.
not following through.
Yeah, coming to a stagnant.
Seeing someone else do what you want to do.
Yeah, that's true. Anyone else?
I suppose that's a form of procrastination as well.
Yeah, okay. I think it definitely leads to procrastination. Actually, just the other day, I was speaking with my coach, and she was telling me that I was saying I need for certain things to be perfect before I put them on the image. You know, I mean, I think a lot of people tend to do that. We need perfection. But she said, that perfection really leads to procrastination. She said, the more you sit down and you say, I need to have this perfect, we're going to say, all right, let me just put it one side for a little while before you really pick it up and go running with it. And she actually went on to say that that is actually linked to you identifying with whatever it is. So whatever project it is that you say you need to be perfect, you're identifying with it because of, for me, it's because of a fear that of what other people might think. You're directly correlated with your success as a human being. And that's something you don't need to do, right? So could you tell me some of the different fears? Like for instance, I know fear of failure is a big one, right? Can you come up with any other fears that you might think of?
Not being good enough.
Fear of not being good enough?
Or fear of success.
Success.
Yeah.
Fear of success. Why do you think people have fears of success though?
Because we think we're not good enough.
For me, it became like paralyzing, like so much to do in order to become successful. Then I wondered, am I going to be able to have all the other things I want in my life if I am pursuing these goals? Because you want kids, you want this, you want that, and am I going to be able to balance it all and still do a good job and all that?
Yeah, I've had that challenge as well, yeah.
Well, I was thinking about, in terms of when she said fear of success, in terms of, when you do something the first time you put it out there, the first few feedback that you get is not always the positive one, and then the undercurrent is usually like, what she thinks she is doing? Like, and you get the comments, whether you're tall, you're skinny, you're big, you get all these things that aren't really Yeah, or what you did.
Labels.
But somehow it still, you, because you identify with your product, you kind of link everything together. So you feel like as the agent active is, we hired, client, blah, blah, blah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I think the other thing is too is that it's so easy to be negative. Like we live, like you said, whatever you do, however you look, somebody will have something to say about you. Okay, and unfortunately, that's the first thing. You know, so that part I got past that, because one day I just got rid of Rex. Because I said, here these people came to me, and what I'm trying to do, not a woman or a man is lifting a finger to help. They have all the 6 million reasons why it can't work. But they're sitting out there and dissing. And I just lost it one day. I said, right, I'm going to do this now.
Actually, I call those people the naysayers. I mean, we tend to give them a lot of power. People come here and say, you can't do this for whatever reason. You know, we turn and say, okay, well, so many people saying that I can't do it, maybe it's true.
You're right.
You know, you're right.
I think the biggest naysayers are ourselves.
Most definitely.
Because most of the times people don't really say what we think they're saying. And we put that on people and we put up that expectation before they even say it.
Most definitely. Actually, when you said that, it actually came to my mind with something Lenora just said. Where a long time we give people power, and sometimes it's about our perception of self. So we might be thinking somebody might be judging how we look when we get up there, or the things we say, or people might be thinking, oh my gosh, she don't know what she's talking about. But in the end, like we actually, you thinking these things about yourself, and that's assuming that people around you are thinking these things, right? But on the other hand, there are people, I've had the experience, persons who come over and say, you can't do this. I've had so many people say to me, workshop is not the right way to go. It's a waste of time. People don't pay to come to these things. You should really stick with us and follow what we do instead of going up there and doing our workshops. You know, I've had that experience. Then there are people that say, oh, you can't do business development or consultancy unless you have a master's degree or a doctorate, but at the end of the day, when you really sit down and look around, there are people out there. I've seen business consultants that don't even have a high school education. And did very well. You get what I'm saying? But so when we sit down, we hear all these naysayers, and then we start to think about all the things that we don't have, and kind of start to manifest a little further. Oh gosh, I can't get this done because, hey, all these people judging what I've done for what I haven't done. And so it's easier. And then we go that road.
Usually they're fearful too.
Yeah. And sometimes some of these people actually want the best for you.
Right.
But they're fearful with it. It's by saying you can't get there.
The parents is calling that kind of
Parents.
Oh, yes. Okay, what about fear of rejection? I think that's a big one. I've had the experience so many times of putting things out there and saying, okay, maybe I shouldn't put it out there because nobody's going to want to come to my event. That could stem from naysayers, or it could stem from anything else. Actually, I would have seen Aisha put out a post today. I can't remember exactly what it said, but the gist of the post was that at the end of the day, if you need somebody that comes and shows you the positive light and you feel good about what they say, or whether you meet somebody that comes and tells you all the negativity, you're drawing those people to you. You're actually touching on things you actually feel about yourself. So at the end of the day, which one is going to prevail? You are the person in charge of which thing is going to prevail for you, right? So in terms of fear of rejection, sometimes all you need to do is really to take a step forward and just get out there and put your best foot forward, so to speak. So anybody that has a business to start or a project to start within their business, just step out there and put it forward. What might happen, the best way to get feedback is by putting it out there. You are not going to know if somebody is going to like what you have to offer or not, unless you put what is out there. Okay?
Saying, I can't remember the exact number, but oh golly, the event would be like, well, Thomas Edison, thank you. What was it, 600 plus attempts before he got it right? And I thought, well, okay, I am nowhere near 600 attempts on anything.
So maybe it's that some of us definitely give up a little too easy. It actually reminds me of a picture that I've seen on the internet where there's this guy digging. You know, there are two guys digging and one is turning back as soon as he's like an inch away from his
Big massive thing with gold or
diamonds or
diamonds
something like that. And then there's somebody just going full steam ahead, you know, and he turned back, tail between legs and gone. You know, sometimes you just need to, you know, it's just around the corner. What you want is just around the corner. So you need to bear that in mind. I guess this might tie into some fear of either living up or not living up to the expectations of the people around you. And I tend to tie this one to parents because we tend to really want to live up to the expectations of our parents. I come from a family of teachers, and I know that my parents would love me to teach, but that's not what I want.
You are.
But they don't necessarily see it now. They're thinking of it as an educational system, right? That's a formal educational system. And you know, then obviously I have my cousin would definitely want that support. I'm not saying they don't support me, but at the end of the day, it still comes with, you know, you could really go into the teaching profession, but you would get steady income, maybe at that one a lot.
Yeah, real job.
And then you get a real job. And then it starts to bring fear of, okay, maybe I'm right. How do you get steady income on? Let's say they're really getting some service or more work for somebody. By the end of the day, I have to step forward and make sure that I'm trying to get, doing what I need to do, or be committed to getting the steady income that I want for myself. So that's something you definitely need to take into consideration. How many people in here own their own businesses? Part-time. I think, you know. Okay, so, you know, definitely don't let anybody discourage you from going where it is that you need to go in life, or where you think, or where you know your heart is the direction that you need to go. Don't let anybody stop you from doing that. I just want to touch on about 3 other fears, not necessarily going to them, but I know a lot of people have the fear of people stealing their ideas. One of the things that I always say to that at the end of the day, right, the person who creates the ideas will always have like 4 ideas coming up. The person that steals the idea can only build on that one. You understand? So don't ever fear somebody stealing your idea. Not to throw out and give all the details of what it is that you're doing. Don't give the trade secrets, but still take into consideration that you, if you came up with that phenomenal idea, there are many more of those ideas within you. Exactly. Like Tamara said, there's only one you and no one else can do you like you, right? And definitely there's a fear of the unknown. You don't know what's next. So therefore, should I take a step forward? Should I stay here? I don't know what's coming next. I mean, that's something that everyone tends to have trouble with. So again, it always comes to selling yourself, being confident in yourself, which is something that Alicia is definitely going to come in here and talk to you about, and moving forward. And this one, to be touched back in with the expectations, is a fear of what other people think. And to me, it really deals with what you think of yourself. So I want you all to take that into consideration and to enjoy the rest